Now, what about this? They call it the new yoga. It's a pastime so absorbing it gives you a transcendental glow, and into the bargain you get a new woolly scarf.
Knitting apparently isn't just for an army of grannies clicking away with their needles to produce a cardi for the grandchildren. Here's Richard Brown with tonight's final yarn.
Get to the NEC, they said. It's a stitch-up job, they said. Give them some needle, they said. Little did I know it was me that was going to get stitched up, but thankfully Rachel Henderson here is going to teach me the tricks of the trade. How did I get started?
Well, first of all, you need to cast on all your stitches.
Are these not a bit big? Are these not a bit...
Well, they're good for learning because you can use a really chunky wool and you start to see the results straight away. We're going to use our thumb to cast on.
Which thumb?
So what
left
you need
or right?
to... This one, the left thumb. The left thumb. So what you need to do is you need to get an arm's length of wool.
Yes, here at the NEC there's a 4-day frenzy of all things to do with stitching and knitting, casting off the fuddy-duddy image.
And then you're going to wrap it
This is a little more complicated. Are you sure it's not easier just getting a knitting machine or going down to the supermarket and buying something?
Well, if you hand knit, it's much more therapeutic that way. Go into the bottom.
Here's me all fingers and thumbs, but to the knitting cognoscenti it's complete bliss. A fusion of fashion and full relaxation. So Rachel, what weird and wonderful things can people make out of, you know, two needles and a ball of wool?
Well, you can make anything these days. Like my friends actually have knitted pairs of pants.
Pairs of pants?
Yeah.
What sort of grade of wool would you need for underpants? Presumably quite soft.
She actually used mohair, which might be a wee bit itchy.
Oh, I'm scratching already.
Yeah.
So one day this could be a pair of underpants for myself.
Exactly, yeah, totally.
Oh, we better get stuck in then.
Even though most people would think that knitting was just boring, you can change it to make it interesting.
It's something I enjoy doing, and it's a creative process, and I think it's something that should be passed on.
Here we have the ta-ra moment. What do you think of these?
I'm afraid to say it, but you've got a few drop stitches there.
That's actually a design feature of my pair of woolen underpants.
Whatever you say.
Well, I've got to say, they're selling it hard, but can it be that exciting?
Oh, I don't know. All the top celebs do it, though, don't they? Julia Roberts, Meg Ryan. Jo Balin does it.
Oh, well, this is true.
Does she not ever finish that scarf she wanted to knit for you?
I think not, anyway. Time for us to cast off anyway. We'll be back tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Join us then, won't you? Have a good evening.
Good night.
Bye-bye.